Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahm, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sahana Bhavatu Sahino Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. With great pleasure, we begin our journey to understand the Vedantic science about the body which we have and what you can feel and what you can't feel, what you know about yourself and what you don't. So I named this whole series as Decoding the Subtle Body. As you all know, we have not one, not two, 3 bodies. A materialistic person is so obsessed about the gross body, the physical body, eating good, wearing designer, living in designer homes, accessorizing this body, and seeing this body as self, as if this is everything. But Vedanta introduces you to your real self. To know the real self, you will first have to know what is the unreal self. Until you know what's real and what's unreal, you cannot make the distinction, you cannot understand what's what. So, our first slide, which is in front of you, is the Jiva, has the 3 bodies. The gross body is number 1, the 2 is the subtle body, and 3rd is the causal body. And there is a very illustrated written term, who am I? Is this the gross body? Is this the subtle body? Is this the causal? Now, for beginners, it's something I would call very nuclear science. So not easy to understand. So I need your total attention. I need you to sit very tall with your spinal column erect. You cannot sit with the slouched back. You have to sit straight. And you have to sit tall, and you have to just keep your body in an absolute motion-free. I just want your heads nodding when I ask something, so yes or no. Other than that, you shouldn't be looking here or there, especially all those who are sitting at home in front of the screen. Don't use this freedom to spoil yourself. I want you to keep looking at me. Keep looking at my face and keep watching what I'm going to talk about. And listen very attentively. Don't miss a single thing. Now, I like to keep it as interactive as I can. So, where you don't get anything, you don't understand anything, you can raise your hand. All those who are sitting far, far away in different continents. And I appreciate your wish to learn, that you are up early in some countries, too late in some countries. But that's what it takes about. You need to have that fire. Say if you have fire, then you can't sleep. When you can't sleep, only then you can be very attentive. So, here we begin. The gross body, the subtle body, and the causal body. Moving to the next slide. Before understanding these three bodies, let us delve into few important concepts. Now these concepts are going to be some very mind-boggling ones, so bear with me and be very patient and tolerant and pay attention as too many new Sanskrit words are going to now come along. First, the manifestation of Pancha Tanmatra, the subtle great elements. I repeat, Pancha Tanmatra meaning the 5 subtle great elements. And the Panchikarana and the manifestation of the 5 elements and the gross world. The gross world is the physical world which we are seeing. Your body is very gross, very visible, can be photographed, can take a selfie, Now you know yourself just because of this gross body alone. If, say, with some magic, I just move a magic wand and I take away your gross body and make it invisible, then you wouldn't know what to say or whom to say as me, as self, as I. But from where did this gross body manifested? Now see, I'm not saying created. The word creation is a very childish word which is used by most of the religions. God created the world. Let me say, I will not use the word creation. I won't use the word created, but I would use the word manifested. There is a big difference in between manifested and created. When we say created, then there is a doer. Then that doer can make many mistakes. And then you can be angry on your creator. But I would say this whole gross world is present in front of you in its manifested form. And there are times when this gross body goes into the unmanifested regime. Now to understand this whole thing, moving to the next slide. The manifestation of the Pancha Tanmatra. Now this whole theory which I am presenting to you is actually theory of Sankhya Darshan. The Sankhya is, darshan means philosophy, Sankhya means out of 6 philosophies very popular in our country, Bharat. Sankhya is one of that, very important. And Vedanta is not allergic to any darshan shastra as long as it can use to prove its own concepts and theories. But if I say the origin, then the origin is Sankhya. Now let's say, at the top is Brahm. When I say Brahm, then it means the absolute existence. The absolute omniscient existence. Brahm as such means big. Or we can use it, the word infinitum. Or we can use the word the total substratum. Please excuse, English is not a very complete language. If I have to translate every Sanskrit word to English, I'll have to use many adjectives, many words. So please try to learn this new vocabulary for yourself. I won't use the word God, we are using the word Brahma. And the Brahma means the absolute existence. From this absolute existence, the manifestation of the Prakriti happens. From the Prakriti, Mahat. Now, Mahat can be easily or loosely also called the big mind or the macrocosmic mind. From this macrocosmic mind, the Mahat, the big mind, manifests Ahankara. Loosely we can say the ego. And from this ahankara manifests the pancha tanmatra. Pancha means 5. Tanmatra is the most subtlest of subtle form of shabda, that is what you hear, sparsha, that is the touch, rupa, that is what you sight, rasa, the taste, and gandha, the smell. Now, shabda, sparsha, rupa, ras, gandh, is Sanskrit words. We go for English, then it's the hearing, touch, sight, taste, and smell. And then the apanchikrit, 5 great elements. When we say apanchikrit, then it means not divided. And panchikrit means when it gets divided. Now from these panchatanmatra, the manifestation of 5 great elements, meaning the Mahabhuta, gets the expression. Expression is space, akasha, air, vayu, fire, agni, water, jala, earth, and prithvi. Prithvi, jal, agni, vayu, akash, or space, air, fire, water, and earth. Moving on to the next slide. Now, what do the apanchikrit 5 great elements constitute? Based on their guna, the composition, the apanchikrit, the 5 great elements, constitute the following 3 parts. You must have heard it many times, but now in a very different connotation. Now remember, this is all happening at the macro level. Hence we use the word samashti. Macro level means samashti. And opposite to macro would be micro. So that will become vyashti. So samashti and vyashti. Samashti is the macro and vyashti is the So the samashti or the collective sattvic unit, the samashti rajasic unit, and the samashti tamasic unit. The 3 units, the 3 parts are there. Now these 3 are so different from one another. Very different. How? We will understand in next slide. The samashti sattvika unit makes the antahkaran and the senses of cognition. Now, anta means inner, karan means medium. I repeat, anta means inner, karan means the medium. The medium to know outwardly, but which stays inside, is called antah, inner, karan is the medium. So the senses of cognition or the gyan indriya, 2 are made out of that. So this samashti sattvika unit of space, air, fire, water and earth, or prithvi, jal, agni, vayu, akash, gives the expression from its sattvic unit alone is the mind, mana, intellect, buddhi, subconscious, chitta, ego, ahankara, and the 5 cognitive senses. Okay? Please repeat, everybody, you can see the slide, just read it. The samashti sattvika unit gives manifestation to everybody singing a different song. Sing in a rhyme, okay? Together, do it. Yeah. And all those you are sitting at home, please repeat when I say. I can't hear you now, but please repeat it. Because this will help you to memorize it. Whatever you will speak 3 times, after the Mangalacharan, the invocation, we just say Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. 3 times. We can say it 1 time, but we say 3 times. Why? That is needed. Why? We have 3 bodies. So peace to be on the gross body, peace to be on the subtle body, peace to be on the causal body. Hence Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Huh? Moving on to next. The samashti rajasika unit makes the prana. What makes prana? Samashti rajasik. From where did the mind, intellect, etc. got formed? From samashti? Satvik. But from the rajasik unit comes out the prana. Now prana, very loosely, if I have to translate, actually it won't do the justice, but you can't say energy. You can't say cosmic energy. So better accept the word prana. Huh? Prana is prana. Right? Like an Apple phone is an Apple phone. Wherever, in whichever country, but they will call Apple phone. In India, we will not call it Save phone. Huh? We will call it an Apple phone. China, Apple phone. Taiwan, Apple phone. America, Apple phone. India, Apple phone. So Apple phone, Apple phone. Nobody says, no, I need it in my language. No, you accept it. So why can't you accept the Vedantic terminology as it is? So the prana and the senses of action, the karamindriya, get manifested. Apanchikrit, 5 great elements. And from this prana, there are 5 sub-units or 5 types of prana. We can subdivide it into prana, apana, samana, udana, vyam, and the 5 senses of action. Now, let's say, to move an engine, you need steam or electricity. Right? Similarly, to do any action, you need some kind of energy, some kind of kinetic energy to move. And the kinetic energy can be called the rajasic. That which moves is rajas. That which helps to know is satvik. Right? To move something you need power, to need something you need energy, to need something you need a heat or a wind or something. Now, but we are going in a much deeper level. The one which is moving the heat and the one which is moving the wind is prana. In a very deeper and then a macro sense. Pran, apan, saman, udan, vyam, and your 5 senses of karma or action, they're all coming from the samashti rajasic unit. Moving on to next. The samashti tamasika unit makes the panchikrit 5 elements. Tamas. Tamas means inertia. Tamas means darkness. Tamas means darkness. Tamas means not knowing. So that helps to manifest the 5 elements. And these 5 great elements are going to manifest what? Panchakrita akasha. Now, note this. We are using the same word akasha at apanchikrit level and at the panchikrit level. Now hold your breath. I will explain you what this panchikrit means. The akasha, the vayu, the agni, the jala, the prithvi. That which you see, akasha. That which you can move on, earth. That which flows, jala. That which gives you fire, gives you the heat and the light. And that gives you the breath, is the vayu. But there was these 5 elements in a subtler form, or should I say causal form. And then we have the 5 elements in the very gross form. Moving on, next. What is Panchikaranam? It is the process of interfusion of the 5 great elements, where each of these elements are divided into 2 equal parts, leaving to 10 parts in total. Here the mathematics comes. Did you get what I said? Out of these, the first part of each element is kept as it is, while the remaining half of each element is subdivided into 4 divisions each. The subdivided 4 divisions of each element are now merged with the subdivided counterparts of the remaining 4 elements. Now let's see. So if you can see the photo, there's a space, there's a division done. Right? So one bigger part remains, and the second half gets divided into 4, which gets divided into the other 4 elements. Similarly, it occurs in air, similarly in water, similarly in fire, similarly in earth. So this interfusion, division and then interfusion. First it was divided, then it was interfused. We'll go with a very nice example. Just see the photos. This is, say, 5 friends. Can we name them? Maybe whatever. You can name whatever. So one day, these 5 friends went for a picnic. Where did they go for? Don't know. Wherever. So 5 friends go to the picnic, and it was decided that each friend will bring one kind of fruit. So Raju brought apples, Tina brought melon, Ram brought oranges, Kalu brought mangoes, and Sweetie brought bananas. So we have banana, mango, orange, melon, and now you might be wondering, what kind of Vedanta is this? I am making it so easy that even a young child can understand that. Let's take this example further. Now, what we do is, Tom divided his apple into 1 half. From 1 apple got divided into now 2. And everybody did the same. Right? So banana into 2, and mangoes and orange. Okay. Now, Tom said, I brought apples, so I eat the big part. And you friends can have the other half divided into 4. So every friend has now 1 piece of apple. Similarly, every friend has 1 piece of melon. Similarly, everyone has 1 piece of orange and mango and banana. Now they have 1 half with them, and every friend has 1 part of that fruit which the another friend has brought. Now, in a way, we can say Tom has a big part of apple, and the others have 1 smaller part of the apple. Moving on. They are very happy, see? Because everybody got to eat everything. This is Panchikarana. Oh my God. My all Vedantic sages and seers would be rolling in laughter. What is this going on? That's the easiest way for you to understand. We take now some serious example. Next slide, please. The example of the manifested gross world from the Panchikrit 5 elements. We have example of a clay pot. Now, clay pot should have all the 5 tanmatras. Clay pot is created from 5 basic elements: earth, water, fire, air, and akasha. Right? Now the clay pot, have you ever thumped on the lid of the clay pot? Then it has a sound coming out. In India, this is called matka, and it's a music instrument. And there's this great gentleman from South India who plays wonderful matka. Beautiful. So the sound of clay pot is off from akasha. Now you can touch the clay pot. When you touch, that is the air. The color and the form is because of the fire. Remember it. It's the fire. Fire gives Rupa. Your eye has a fire to see, and this eye, what sees is a color, and every color is part of what? Light. The smell of a clay pot is the earth, gandha. You know, the Panch Tanmatra was gandha. From the gandha comes the element, the tamasic element of earth. And when you have to smell it, you smell through your Gyanindri, the sense of knowledge. And if you say, by chance, taste the clay pot, then the taste is all because of jal, water. So in one clay pot we can say we have the Akasha, we have Vayu, we have Agni, we have Jala, and we have Prithvi. In other ways we can say all the 5 Panch Tanmatras are present in the clay pot. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa and Gandha. Meaning the sound, the touch, the color and form, the smell and the taste is present. So all the 5 Tanmatras are present in the gross form. And the gross form is made from samashti, tamasic unit. Your karamindris are formed from samashti, rajoguna, and your gyanindri or sense of knowledge is constituted, is manifesting from samashti, satvika unit. Got it?